Hi. I'm in a different location today because my normal spot has been taken. I'll give you a look round. Still beautiful, you see? And I've got a little path here I can go up, and it goes up into the forest, yes? See it? Right up into the forest. And that's what I love about my life. It's nice to have that difference. It's nice. Got my paper here. Always read the Financial Times at the weekend. And happy. No one here. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And that's the good thing about being in nature. It's just so much more relaxing. It's lovely. Yeah. So I was reading the Financial Times. It's in here, according to Jonathan Guthrie, Gen Xers do not receive much of a leg up from auto-enrollment. Well, I would disagree with that. I'll show you here, and I'll get better at this time. Auto-enrollment. Yes. Yes, I think I'm going to get better at this time. Auto-enrollment. I would disagree. Because I do my own pension and buy my own shares myself, and it works. For example, this morning I phoned up my insurance company and said I'm thinking of buying a Volkswagen Californian Ocean 22 plate, 60k, in October when the prices are cheaper. I got the price. It's just over £2,000. I'm happy with the price. And that's with my 12 years no claims bonus. But because I live a mobile life, my insurance costs are higher. But saying that, what they said is that I need to get a tracker. A tracker has to be put in the vehicle because of the value, because I'm going to get a 60k Volkswagen Californian Ocean. Because I live a minimalist lifestyle, professional educated people will have that type of vehicle. They won't have the welfare van like what I have now. And that's why I have to change the welfare van. It doesn't give off the right image. Because imagine I'm parked out in the wilderness somewhere in a 60k vehicle. People were more likely to think I am, you know, just on a holiday, an excursion. But when they see the welfare van, they might think I'm a worker, and I may have negative thoughts. I might be up to no good. People see what they want to see. I'm not saying that everyone in a white van is bad. It's not like that at all. But it's just that if you show money, people genuinely will be more trusting. Because when you have money, it shows you're more stable. And generally speaking, professional educated people have done the grind. And because they've done the grind, they've got that solid foundation behind them. It's just how it is. But personally speaking, the system in the UK works for me. And I look forward to getting my new vehicle and changing my life. Because I know once I do my YouTube with my Volkswagen Ocean, I will travel a lot more, and I will be going abroad to open my own school. eventually. That will happen. And because I've got those opportunities. Now, however, going back to this about auto-enrollment and pension, it took me 7 years to understand how to make money at trading. It's very hard to learn. That's why most people can't trade. If it was easy, everybody would do it. It's just how it is. And it's a bit like an artist or someone who becomes a celebrity. They had to do the grind and they never gave up. Now at the moment I'm a fringe player in the van life. But once I change my vehicle and I start travelling, I will no longer be fringe. Because I give off the right impression, I will go to nice locations. Everything will fit. The welfare van is practical, but it just doesn't cut it. It's the wrong image for me and my personality. And personally speaking, it doesn't matter whether you're broke or whether you're well off. This nature and getting away from the concrete jungle, I strongly suggest people do it, because I'm just so much happier. Nature's healing. It's healing, it really is healing. Look how beautiful it is, look. Look. Look how it is. Beautiful. And isn't it better to be in nature? Isn't it better? Yeah, I'm very lucky because this year I'll probably make over £100,000 in my trading. But I will say I have been lucky. They've been lucky trades. And because of that, that is why I am planning to buy a Volkswagen Californian Ocean. 22 plate thereabouts, 60k, roughly 60k. And it's not me being a big head, and I want it black colour. That's it. And once I've got that vehicle, and I paid for it cash through my trading, you will trust me more. But I have to do this awful grind, looking like a loser in a welfare van, and talk is cheap. And I have to do hard. And on another subject, I was in the gym today. And this young lady says to me, "God, he's ripped." And that's just how it is. Now, why am I saying that to you about being ripped? It's because I don't need to work. I've got financial independence. I'm going to be doing a job that I want to do. And because of that, I got no pressure. However, what I'm going to do probably on this island, I probably will sponsor someone actually. There's a lot of disadvantaged people on this island. Well, it's hard. Islands are sort of cut off. They've got their own little community. I think if you're a plumber or you're a car mechanic or you're a tradesperson, run your own business, I think you will do okay. However, I think if you're just a normal person with no skills, limited skills, it's probably quite hard here to climb the greasy pole because of the limited opportunities. However, My sister's done okay here, and so is my brother-in-law. I'm not saying no more, because I can't talk. It's just how it is. Yes, both are successful and I'm happy for them. And I suppose I have done a different route, but I have got success too. I think, and that's why you have to give back to others. Because some people are disadvantaged and you need to give them a helping hand. The people you think you can help, you give a helping hand to, yeah? But it's just how it is. I think once you get your life together, you're more forgiving to others. But when you're just working for money, you have to do a job you don't like, it might be harder to give to others because you've got nothing yourself. It's hard, and there is a cost of living crisis in the UK, I think. But saying that, the system works for me. I mean, there is in here about the taxes not being, the taxes are not, this is true actually. I agree with this article actually. How the tax creep on the Middle England. I believe that's true actually. But I changed that to Britain, to be honest. You see that yet? I've done that better this time. How the tax it's true, because what's basically happened is I mean, I've got dividends and I have to pay tax on them, and not all. Some of them are in my pension ones are okay, and my ISA ones are okay. But another one I don't have it protected, and another I've got two accounts I don't have it protected, and I have to pay tax, and I'm not happy about it. But because they haven't raised the thresholds by inflation, they haven't raised them. For example, in here it says it's a pretty horrible way to raise taxes. Since 21, it's as if they've raised basic rate income tax by 5%. That's huge. That's in here, yeah. Then because they haven't raised their thresholds, it's a tax. I agree with that. And the people who are pregnant with money, they have to pay that tax. And well, that is how it is. However, the system works for me, and thank you to the UK, because when I run my school will be a British school. It won't be Scotland. It will be a British school. And on that subject, because I talk about anything and everything, and I just don't care. The crazy thing is, Scottish and Irish, because I read this actually, it's an academic fact, Scottish and Irish speakers of English are easier for the non-native speakers to pick up and to speak, because there's less vowel sounds in a Scottish native speaker of English or Irish native speaker of English. It's an academic fact, nothing to do with me. And what I'm trying to say to you is that is irrelevant. It's just like trading or anything. If you want to be good at trading, you have to go to seminars, you have to meet all the people. And my experience of being an English teacher was different, is the people who've been the best and most confident in English are the ones who've had 20 teachers, all different types, from around the world. They're just so at ease. And they love being with someone different and learning new tricks. And I like it too, because I learn from them. That's the best thing about being a teacher, actually. You learn from your students. Maybe that's why I can trade and I can be different. I think to be a trader you have to be different. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I know I've blathered on too much, but I'm just in transition to my next stage. And life works if you work on yourself and you grind it out. Life works. I mean, it's not me being flash, but I want a 60k vehicle. If you've got the money, why not? Life's for living. You can't take your money with you. And that's the thing about being good with money. Your life just gets easier. Because when I did my research into the Volkswagen, I can get up to, according to the blogs I've read, up to about 50 miles a gallon. So they say just under 50 miles a gallon. If you're motorway driving and you only do about 50, 60 miles an hour, roughly, about that. And I'm thinking, so that's good, because I want to get 32 in my vehicle when I'm on a good run. And what I'm trying to say to you, on motorway driving, about 50, 60, 32. So I'm getting about 40% more. So I can travel more, not worry about the money. And that's what life's about. Getting your life together so that you can live your life better. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now and enjoy the view. See you soon.